Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to see about the problems on classification of system. As we discussed in my previous video, we have seen classification of systems. There I told that we'll see in my next video about the problems. So here it is. Now we are going to see about this. So first we'll see about linear and non-linear system. To check linearity condition, these type of problems we may expect maximum in external exams, so very important topic. So first let me give a question. Determine whether the following systems are linear or not. So we have different types of system equations, so we have to check whether they belongs to linear category or not. So to check, we have certain steps to do the process. So we'll see in detail for first problem. Next one we'll solve. So first one is what given. Question is y of t equals to natural logarithm of x of t. So let me consider this as equation 1. To verify linearity, as we discussed, it should obey two conditions, that is additivity. Second one is what? Superposition, or we can call it as scaling. Let me check whether it is obeying those two conditions or not. So first, additivity means what? We have seen when I perform some operations on this signal at a time, or by taking two different inputs, that both will get equality condition. Otherwise it is not obeying additivity. So let me check that condition. To check additivity, I should take different inputs, that is x1 of t and x2 of t. Any signal. So I have taken x1 of t. So as one notation here it is taken, that's why output is y1 of t. Here x2 of t means output is y2 of t. So here my y1 of t is logarithm of x1 of t, as x1 of t is the input. For y2, x2 of t is the input. These are the two conditions I got. Now I need to apply at input side now. So this is the individual response. Now I need overall response of that signal. So to check that condition, I require y3 of t. So from equation 2 and 3 I have y1 and y2, but now I need here y3 of t. What is that y3 of t? Is the overall response of the system, which I have taken from equation 1. Equation 1 is what? Logarithm of x of t. In place of x of t I have written this x2 of t plus x1 of t. So now by seeing itself, if I add y3 of t to y1 plus y2, this is the condition. Logarithm of x1 plus x2, which I have taken from y3, is whether it is equal to or not logarithm of x1 of t plus logarithm of x2 of t. By seeing itself I can say it is not equal, because in mathematics we have seen logarithm of a plus b is not equals to log a plus log b. According to that rule I can say it is not obeying additivity. As it is not obeying additivity, it is non-linear. If any one of the condition is not obeying, I can say system is non-linear itself. No need to check for the second condition. If it is obeying, then I need to definitely go for second condition verification. But here it is not required. So simply I can say system is non-linear, as it is not obeying additivity principle. So this is about first problem. Now let me go for second problem. That is what? Y of t equals to e power t into x of t. So same process we have to repeat as we discussed in the problem 1. So to check that linearity, first I should find y1 of t, then I should find y2 of t. So that y1 of t is this one, e power t into, in place of x of t I have written x1 of t. Similarly for y2 of t, e power t into x2 of t. So now I need overall response for y3 of t. So I have got this equation, e power t into, in place of x of t I have to write x1 plus x2. Now if I equate y3 of t to y1 plus y2, then also it is not obeying, because e power a plus b is not equals to e power a into e power b. This condition is not existable. That's why I can say system is non-linear, as it is not obeying additivity. This is one category. Now we'll see for this problem. That is what? Y of t equals to integral given x of 5t dt. So first step is what? y1. y2. This is common. We have to take for input x1 of t and input x2 of t. Now I need for overall response. So y3 of t I am writing here. So integral of x1 of 5t plus x2 of 5t dt. This is the overall response. So I know integral of a plus b, I can split this. So integral of a plus integral of b. So if I split this integrals, I am getting here y1 and y2. So my y3 of t is obeying additivity. So I can say y3 of t equals to y1 plus y2. Overall response is the summation of individual responses. So I can say it is obeying additivity. Now it is obeying additivity means I need to check for second condition, that is superposition. So superposition means what? Weighted sum of output should be equals to weighted sum of inputs. So if I apply that scalar quantities at output side, whether I am getting as a weighted sum of individual output or not, yes I am getting. If we solve here, a1 is some scalar quantity and a2 is some scalar quantity. So my a1 into integral, as it is a scalar value, I am writing it outside integral. So if I write outside of integral, my a1 into this entire integral of x1 of 5t dt, as I have shown, it is y1. Integral of x2 of 5t dt is y2. So I can simply say it is obeying superposition principle also. That's why I can say the system is linear. So there is a type of linear system example. Now let us go for next problem. That is what y of t equals to x of t into x of t minus 2. So similar step, y1 I have to take, y2 I have to take. Next y3 means what? Individual summation plus whether we are getting this or not. Individual summation addition is equals to overall response. No, it is not obeying. I can simply say, if I write overall response, here x of t means x1 plus x2. Here x of t minus 2 means x1 of t minus t2 plus x2 of t minus 2. Now, if I see this is not equals to the summation of the above two, by simply seeing I can say, no, here if I multiply I am getting 4 terms, but here if I add I am getting 2 terms only. So I can say it is not obeying additivity, that's why it is non-linear system. Next is what? Y of t equals to d by dt of x of t. Now if I check for this condition, y1 I have to take, y2 I have to take. Now the overall performance, that is y3 of t. By seeing I can say this is obeying additivity, because d by dt of a plus b means what? I can split this differentiation as we know this property. So I can say it is linear system. As it is, there is no weighted sum, multiplication of 1 is there. By seeing this also I can say it is obeying superposition also. That's why I am saying it is linear. Now, so the last problem is what? Y of t equals to 2 into x of t plus 3. For this problem, by seeing itself I can say it is non-linear. Why? Here if I take for overall system, the value of constant is 3. But if I take for individual, if I add 3 plus 3 will become what? 6. As I can say by seeing 3 is not equals to 6, this is non-linear. If you do also, you'll get that value. But in PSU type of problems, we require more time balancity. So those type of cases, in those type of cases, I can simply, by seeing itself, we can say if we do more practice, we'll come to these type of conclusions easily. So I can say this is a tip for PSU exams. So if any constant value is there, then we can blindly say the system is non-linear. So if you do also, you'll get the same result only. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.